The fastest way to fail in trading is trying to be a clone of another trader. Whether it's someone on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, any social media platform in general, you start copying their everything, their risk, their schedule, their routines. But what are you lacking? You personally are lacking the most important aspects that they have. Their years of experience, their mindset, their discipline, their psychology. So what works for them ultimately ends up hurting you and almost destroys you in a way. Whether you believe it or not, most new traders do not lose money because of a strategy. You can literally find any strategy in the world online and it is proven to work. I myself provide a 90% win rate strategy to all my students in my premium and my mentorship. But why do new traders lose? They lose because they never take time to figure out who they are as a trader and what works for them. Like what routines, what pre-market routines, what psychology works best for them. They never take time to find that out. They jump straight into the strategies trying to make all the money in the world, which is not going to happen. And this video isn't directed towards strategy at all, but it goes along with what I said about being your own trader. Some traders thrive scalping the market. They're in and out in seconds, but it requires high pace, high stress, and fast decisions. While on the other hand, some traders thrive on calculating and waiting for perfect entries to catch large moves. They need time to think, they need clean levels, they need confluences to align, and they take fewer trades a day. But what if I told you neither one is better? But if you're a slow thinker trying to force yourself into scalping because some kid on TikTok made 10 bands in 3 minutes, you are fried. You're not built for that trading style, and that's okay. The problem is most people are lazy and would rather attempt to copy success than build something that works for them. You need to build your own routine and your own system. Being your own trader means you need to build habits that match your life, your energy, your attention span, and your personality. Not what others are doing, not what looks cool, and not what doesn't work for you. Do what keeps you consistent. Some of you trade best at open, some of you trade best in the PM sessions, and some of you need to wait an hour before even touching the charts. An example between me and my students, I mainly trade AM, but some of my students absolutely bank in the PM session. But what's wrong? Nothing. They use my strategy. My strategy works perfectly fine. We just have different routines. So if one of my PM traders try to copy my AM routine, it's not going to work out for them because they don't trade AM session. It's that simple. You need to figure what works out for you, track it, and stop ignoring the patterns that form about yourself from your trading habits because those are what work for you. Another topic I want to touch on is discipline. Most people think discipline means forcing yourself to do what is uncomfortable and what you hate or what you don't like, but that is not right. That is completely wrong in a way. Real discipline is designing a system where you don't have to fight yourself, where you don't need to feel uncomfortable. If you overtrade, don't just say, oh, I'm going to stop. I'm completely done overtrading. You need to build rules. You need to build a system that make overtrading impossible. And if you revenge trade, don't just tell yourself, oh, this is going to be the last time. I'm never going to do this again. You need to set yourself a max loss limit and follow that max loss plan. If you can't follow and stick to a set of rules that you create for yourself that will literally make you rich if you follow them, you will never be successful in trading no matter how hard you try or no matter how many hours you put in. Also, you need to stop comparing yourself to someone else's journey. Comparison kills growth. You're just going to lose. The person you're comparing yourself to has different accounts, different capital, different goals, different psychology, and a whole different life than you. You see someone making 20K a day and feel behind, but maybe your goal is just consistency. Maybe your goal is replacing your income. Maybe your goal is financial freedom. You run your own race because chasing somebody else's pace will make you feel like you're never making progress. When in reality, you didn't even know what a fair value gap was a year ago, and maybe you've passed an account already. You are making so much progress, so much more progress than others. You just need to measure it on your own pace. You need to measure it by yourself. The last thing I'm going to say is you need to believe in yourself. You don't need anyone else to believe in you. You don't even need your parents to believe in you. Because if you believe in yourself, that is all you need to make it work. The best traders aren't the smartest. They're the ones who trust themselves. They know their setups. They know their rules. They know when they're off. They know when to walk away. They're not jumping strats every week. They're not switching styles every month. They're not panicking every red day. They built something that fits them and they stick to it. It is so simple. So stop trying to be the next someone else and be the first you. Build habits that match your mind. Build rules that protect your weaknesses. Build a style that you can actually sustain for years. Because in the long run, the only trader that you need to beat is the one who you were last month. That is literally it. That is the whole game of trading. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope that taught you something. I hope that made you realize something about yourself. But just implement that and become a better trader. And I'll see you next video.